Hey everyone, and welcome to Boston Autoblog. Over the last few weeks, we have featured quite a lot of Subarus on this channel, and that's not going to change anytime soon, as today we're checking out the 2020 Subaru Impreza hatchback. Now, the Subaru Impreza is the most affordable vehicle in the Subaru lineup. However, it does not sacrifice any practicality or versatility at all. You get symmetrical all-wheel drive, and also you can go with a hatchback. So in this video, we're going to go over why the Subaru Impreza is a great option to go with if you are on a budget, and also why you don't necessarily need a crossover to have practicality. Now, before we get in this review, I'd like to thank Subaru of Wakefield in Wakefield, Massachusetts for allowing me to do this review. Their link will be in the description below, so you can check out their extensive Subaru inventory. Due to the circumstances, the showroom is not open to customers to help stop the spread of COVID-19. However, that doesn't mean you can't buy your new Subaru from the comforts of your own home. By visiting the Subaru of Wakefield website, you can take advantage of the virtual, non-contact buying experience, where you can research both new and used cars at the dealership, check out the online inventory, and find the perfect car for you. It's a simple, hassle-free, and convenient way to buy online, and Subaru of Wakefield offers a list of great services to help you buy your new or used vehicle. The dealership will also offer a virtual walk-around of the car you're interested in. So just like we're doing right now on Boston Autoblog, you can check out the car and buy it from your couch or even your bed. So you don't have to leave your house to buy a car, which is amazing. So definitely check out what Subaru's offering right now. They have a huge selection of inventory from new and used cars. So right now is the perfect time to buy a new car. And so, without wasting any further time, let's get right in this review. In 2020, Americans have embraced the era of crossovers, particularly subcompact crossovers with open arms. Optional all-wheel drive, practicality, and versatility are primarily the reasons why consumers have moved on from cars. However, hatchbacks have become the viable alternative for buyers who want to differ from their neighbors. The Subaru Impreza is one of those vehicles. And rather than being your typical compact car with standard front-wheel drive that offers very little year-round versatility, especially in colder regions of the US, the Impreza is the ultimate anti-SUV option, as Subaru can proudly boast that all their passenger vehicles are equipped with symmetrical all-wheel drive. In a segment dominated by city-dwelling hatchbacks that fit an urban lifestyle, the Impreza is one of few options in the low to mid $20,000 price range that has the ability to adapt to winter road conditions. While you can make the argument that drivers would be better suited choosing a Crosstrek because of its class-leading ground clearance and off-road capability, the Impreza, on the other hand, is perfect for buyers looking for an affordable daily driver that can take on whatever Mother Nature throws at it. Taking a look at the road presence of the Impreza, we're now on the 4th year of the current generation, which was actually the first model in the lineup to be underpinned by Subaru's global platform. On the limited trim, LED steering responsive headlights and fog lights will help illuminate dimly lit roads while also providing additional safety. A nice touch you'll find throughout this hatchback are chrome accents found on the lower portion of the front fascia and also the grille, which ties in nicely with some of the aesthetic design cues for this vehicle. Moving over to the side profile, the Impreza we have today is sitting on 17-inch aluminum alloy wheels with a machine finish. 16 and 18-inch wheels are offered on lower trims in the Impreza lineup. Heated body color folding side mirrors with turn signal indicators gives this Impreza a more upscale look. And just like up front, chrome accents will provide a nice contrast with the ocean blue pearl paint we have on this model. Roof rails will also come standard on the limited trim, which is rare to see on hatchbacks and non-crossover vehicles. Then coming around to the back, a traditional hatchback but almost mini station wagon-like design completes the overall look for the Impreza. The taillights will not be LEDs like they are for the headlights, but we see this setup throughout the Subaru lineup. For performance, the Subaru Impreza is powered by a 2-liter Boxer 4-cylinder engine that puts out 152 horsepower and 145 pound-feet of torque, and is paired with the CVT. Subaru's symmetrical all-wheel drive system comes standard, giving the Impreza an edge over most of its competition, as a majority of hatchbacks in this price range and segment are front-wheel drive only, or front-wheel drive biased at best. More impressive is having that all-wheel drive system on a compact car for a starting price just below $20,000, which certainly gives the Impreza a competitive advantage over its rivals. For fuel economy, you can expect to receive 28 miles per gallon in the city and 36 miles per gallon on the highway. Inside, you're greeted by heated leather seats for both the driver and passenger. The driver's side will be 6-way power adjustable, whereas the passenger will have a 4-way manually adjustable seat. In front of you, in between the analog gauges, a digital display will provide a variety of information, from fuel economy to tire pressure monitoring. But from here, you can also adjust general and vehicle settings, which you can also do from the touchscreen. Above the infotainment system, a 6.3-inch multi-information display gives drivers a long list of features, which not only monitors the EyeSight driver assist technology systems, but from here, a digital clock, your climate control temperature, turn-by-turn navigation, fuel efficiency statistics, oil temperature, and outside weather can all be found from this screen. Below, the Limited we have today is equipped with an 8-inch touchscreen with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto compatibility, along with onboard navigation. We also have the upgraded 8-speaker Harman Kardon premium audio system, which is optional for the Limited trim. Resolution and responsiveness are good, as long as you don't wear surgical gloves like I did earlier on. There will be quick access buttons beneath the screen, so if you prefer not using the touchscreen all the time, you can easily navigate your way through different menus for convenience. You'll get a rear backup camera with trajectory with reverse automatic braking for added safety. Below, you'll find the dials and buttons for your climate control settings, and as we move down towards the center console, you'll find 2 USB inputs and a 12-volt outlet, along with a cubby for your smartphone. Your 2-level heated seat switches can be found near the cup holders, and for the center storage compartment, you'll find enough room for small items, along with an additional USB input. Now before we finish up the front portion of the seating area inside the Impreza, I want to focus on this blank button right here that sits right next to your 2-level heated seat switches. Now, what does this button do? Well, in the Subaru Crosstrek, which is basically a Subaru Impreza, that will be your X mode button. And what the X mode button does is that it gets you through snow, mud, dirt, or whatever else you might be encountering on the off-road. Whereas in the Impreza, it would make no sense to have this button or to have X mode just because you have a ground clearance around 5 inches, whereas in the Crosstrek, it's the 8.7 inches of ground clearance that you'll find in all Subaru crossovers. So if you are cross-shopping an Impreza or a Crosstrek, then I would definitely recommend going with the Crosstrek if you like going off-road or you encounter snow quite a bit where you live. Whereas with the Impreza, this is a great daily driver that gives you all-wheel drive that will most certainly get you through winter, but if you do plan on going off-road, dealing with different types of terrain, then you're going to want to go with the Crosstrek because it has that X mode button. And then rounding out the interior, you do get a power moonroof, which lets in a lot of natural light and also makes the interior seem much bigger. Now for passengers in the back, we're going to start off with the passenger side, and I adjusted the seat most of the way back. It's also on a recline. I wanted to see exactly how much room I have to work with. Now, let's remember this is a compact car, and usually legroom is not going to be abundant. Now, for someone around my height, around 5'5", I have a little bit of room to work with. I'm not going to be too cramped or too squished. And I don't know how often I'm going to have somebody like, 6 foot tall and above sitting in front of me. But I still have room to kind of move my legs around. Obviously someone a little taller than me and maybe around 5'10" is going to be a little more cramped. But let's remember, most likely there will be kids back here, and it's not too common that you're going to have passengers in the back all the time with you. Now, for the center seat, the rear hump is aggressive. However, there's some great placements for my feet. So I do think on shorter drives, you could most certainly have a third person back here. I just think that if we're talking about a daily commute, that might be a different story depending on how tall the people are on both sides of me. But you could definitely fit 3 small people back here for sure. Now on the driver's side, I have to say I have plenty of legroom to work with. I'm sitting behind myself, so the seat is adjusted to someone of 5'5". So if you are a passenger in the back frequently in a Subaru Impreza and your driver is short, you're going to have a lot of room to work with. You're going to be very comfortable. I do think the one issue though would be rear headroom, but again, this is a compact car. It's not a crossover. It's not the Subaru Forester, because the Subaru Forester has a lot more headroom thanks to its more squared off body lines. But I think for people around 5'8", 5'9", maybe even 5'10", they could most certainly be comfortable back here. And I think for sure there's enough room where you could have passengers back here on a daily basis. Now on the Impreza, you do not get 2 rear air vents, which is not surprising at all, especially for the limited trim, which is priced around $25,000, $26,000. It's very rare to see rear air vents in a vehicle in this segment. But you do get a center armrest with 2 cup holders. Now for rear cargo space, you can expect to see right around 20.8 cubic feet of rear cargo, which actually not only is on par with most of its competition, but in some cases it's a little bit better. What I do want to point out though is that if you are cross-shopping the sedan and the hatchback is going to have 8 cubic feet more than the sedan. So if you are moving to a new dorm or an apartment, the hatchback will be the better option to go with. Now if you're like myself and you carry a lot of expensive gear with you, what I do like about the Impreza as well is that you have a nice cargo cover. So if you do leave the car unattended, you can have that peace of mind that what you do carry with you is not in the line of sight of someone who might want to steal your items. So at the end of the day, if you are looking for a great year-round daily driver, the Subaru Impreza really is a great option, especially in its price range. Now, we're in the hatchback, and what's best of all with the Subaru Impreza hatchback is the fact that you get all-wheel drive as standard. A lot of competition in this segment are front-wheel drive biased or front-wheel drive only. So if you are focused on having a car that can get you through the winter, maybe you don't want to have a crossover, then the Subaru Impreza is definitely the way to go. Also, if you're looking for more of a comfort features or maybe more luxury features, you have leather seats that are also heated. You have the Harman Kardon premium audio system. You have an 8-inch touchscreen with onboard navigation along with Apple CarPlay and Android compatibility. And let's also not forget, you do have a nice CD player as well, even in the year of 2020. And of course, let's round out the fact you do get a power moonroof. So overall, if you're looking for a great value for the price, so that's fully loaded around $25,000, $26,000, then I think the Subaru Impreza Limited is definitely a great option to go with. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe for more. And I'll see you guys next time.